Hey, what's up, YouTube? I am back after quite a bit of a break. And there were just a lot of things that happened. So I wanted to take some time and get you guys up to date. What wound up happening was I changed jobs. And anytime you start a new job, everything is really busy. But the thing of it is my new employer, they don't have any parking where they're at. They're on a hill. So as a result, they're just very limited space and they got really no parking at all. So the big piece is that I need a way to get to work. They offer different options, like you can take public transportation, do the bus, you can do a train, you can do carpooling with other people, or you can ride a motorcycle to work. Now, if you ride a motorcycle to work, then what will happen is that you can park 365 days a year. I live in Oregon, and up here, they do not get that much snow or ice. It's mainly just sunny days like today, and you'll also have days where it rains. But the rain's not like Florida rain. It's just real light rain is what it is. So my plan is to ride my motorcycle every day to work, and it's a 30-minute commute. 12 minutes are on the highway, and that's why obviously I got this nice big bike. So this is Suzuki GSX. Let me try to get it over there. 8S. Great bike, lots of fun. I've had it for about a week now, and just a really fun, amazing bike is what it is. Just a little backstory. I used to ride motorcycles about 12 years ago, and I had a Daytona Triumph 675. It was a red cross rocket, and the thing was amazing. And I would ride all over the place. I ride to Chicago, live to Michigan, Ohio, all different parts. I was just like a road king. And unfortunately, I shouldn't say fortunately, but when my daughter was born, that's when I decided that I did not want to take the risk anymore. And I sold my motorcycle, and that was about 12 years ago. So recently I took this job, and I decided that, hey, it's pretty important. I got to get to work every day. So that's why I chose this option. And I looked at so many different motorcycles, you name it, all different types on there, from cruisers to MT-09 to Kawasaki's. I mean, I looked at all these different bikes, and it took me quite a bit of time to really settle on this one. But I did. One of the things that I settled on was, like I mentioned, my commute. We go into the, I go into the highway for about 12 miles of my commute every morning is on a highway. And up here, the highway, there's a lot of trucks in the morning. So the trucks are big, they push a lot of wind, all that kind of good stuff on there. Like I mentioned, it does have rain out there. But so that's why I wanted something that had a really good amount of power, something that was stable, and that I wouldn't get pushed around so easily, like a 300 or a 400. Yeah, you can ride those bikes on the highway. There's no problems with it. But as far as riding it daily as a commuter, I question whether or not that really works. So I wanted someone with decent power. Like I mentioned before, I had that cross rocket. So I did not, the thing I remember about my old Triumph, and that was the first generation Daytona Triumph 675s. It was more like a race bike. And what would happen is you'd have so much weight, the positioning of the hands. And I didn't want to have to do that because after I ride the bike for about an hour, I would just sit there and be like, okay, I need to take a break. It's what I would need to do because not anything else. It was just my hands were hurting. So that's why I decided to get something that was a little bit more upraised. I wanted something that was sporty. At the same time, I wanted something that was really different. And that's when I fell in love with the naked bikes. So it's been a breeze. I've taken about, what's it been, like a week now? And I've been riding it daily to work. just a lot of fun. Summertime in Oregon, there's really no rain. It's warm for the most part, and so it's just been a real blast and a breeze. When the winter time comes, I'll have to get some more gear, and when the rain season comes, I'll have to get some different gear also too. But it's fine. It won't be any problems. The one thing is that, like I mentioned, there is the wind that comes through, and this bike obviously does not have a windshield. So maybe it's gonna be one of those things where I will sit there and say, man, I wish I had a windshield. But it feels great right now. It feels amazing, and the bike is really fast. One thing to note is that the bike itself, it has these controls on it, which is just amazing, the things it's able to do. It's got traction control, and it also has this power control where you control like the response of the throttle. I got it right now at the mid-level just because I am a newer rider after not having ridden a motorcycle in 12 years. So I got it at the middle level, not the lowest, not the highest, just at the middle level. My plan is that to really give myself a good 30 days, take my time, not do anything crazy, ride safe, get nice and comfortable, and then reevaluate after 30 days and decide on what I want to do as far as the level of power that I want to apply to it. For now, everything feels fine. Everything feels good. There are some things that I'm doing wrong. Like some of my downshifts I'm not too happy about. I got a bad habit where I'm holding down the clutch when I'm coming to a stoplight as opposed to downshifting like I should be. So there's just some little knacks and little things I'm doing that's annoying that I just got to break the habit of and not do it. Besides for that, it's overall a really great bike. Some modifications I want to do in the future is obviously I want to remove that fender, whatever the hell you call that thing at the bottom. It's just so big and obtrusive, and it really messed up the lines. It'd be better to get like a smaller kit that I make for it. The other thing I like to do is to change out the exhaust, and it's really honestly, it's from a safety standpoint. I would like for the bike to be a little bit louder than what it is, and I'll turn it on for you can hear it. Let me come around and not that loud. It's not what it is. See what I mean? Like, it's all good. I mean, it sounds good, but I just wish that it was louder. Is what I wish. And I should mention this also, that I'm very big, because I am a newer rider, is trying to be seen. This bike came in 3 different colors. One was like the black. That we also had inside there this navy gray color, or fighter gray. And I chose this color because it was the brightest of the colors. It's the most shiniest ones. It can be much more easier to be seen. So as far as like changing out the exhaust, saying from a weight standpoint, it looks fine where it is. Everything's tucked underneath, so that's not my problem at all. It's just from the sound. I just want something that's louder is what I want. And I'll do that eventually as far as getting that replaced. I'm also looking at from the standpoint of I added this thing just as a GPS, so that when I'm on my phone, I can just utilize my GPS when I'm driving home. Every now and then there's some like crazy traffic, and it's still good to kind of know where it can direct me as far as on shortcuts and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also going to put a camera. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to put the camera here, if I'm going to put a camera here, or if I'm going to put it on my helmet. There's multiple different ways you can put a camera, but what I like to do is put the camera on and then be able to show you guys exactly my route that I take in the morning. So you can see what I take in the morning, what I take in the afternoon. And when you see the route and the traffic out there, that's when you'll really understand that for a daily commuter, I would question whether or not you can do that comfortably with a 300, a 400, or even a 500cc bike. I really do think you need something a little bit bigger, meatier, that's got more power. I'll also need to do things like take off some of these stickers. I'll use a dryer and I'll record that also too, so you guys can see that. So I got a bunch of plans around my bike that I plan on doing. Not really necessarily become a moto vlogger. It's just one of those things where I'm just super busy with the new job. There's a lot of things I got to do. There's a lot of things I got to learn. So I kind of just want to keep, between that, kids, just all the other things in life, I only got a limited amount of time, and it's much easier for me to show you guys my motorcycle while I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing, and keep you guys engaged. And then eventually I'll get back to where things are a little bit more easy. I can do some more supernatural choices. But as far as supernatural choices, this is one that I made. I'm super excited about it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see, if you got any questions about the bike, especially me being a newer rider, and I should say a return rider. Maybe that's what I should say, that I'm a return rider, not a new one, because I was pretty awesome back in the day. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys very much. And pray for me, and I'll pray for you. Bye.